Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Happy holidays. And in the spirit of the holidays, we are going to take a look at the most infamous piece of Star Wars media that exists, the Star Wars Holiday Special. Now, this is exactly what it sounds like, a television special aired in 1978 based on Star Wars and its characters. But the holiday special had some problems. And that's what we're going to be getting into today. What went wrong and why this particular piece of Star Wars media remains buried even to this very day. What's interesting about the special was that it aired after the first Star Wars movie, before Empire Strikes Back, before Return of the Jedi, and it was never intended to be any type of sequel, but more of a marketing strategy to capitalize on the success of that first movie. Star Wars toys were selling like crazy. People couldn't wait to get more Star Wars. And George Lucas had wanted to make a Star Wars film just about Wookiees, separate from the main story. And that's where the idea of Chewbacca joining his family on Kashyyyk to celebrate Life Day came about. But the special had a lot of problems. Even though it featured most of the original cast members reprising their roles, they were lackluster performances, and the new characters designed for the special, they were meant to expand the universe and add a touch of comedy, but it just fell flat. Um, some of the character designs and acting choices came across as downright creepy and uncomfortable. The animated segments of the special were not that bad and featured the first appearance of Boba Fett before his debut in Empire Strikes Back, but with a mix of weird comedy, musical performances, and really a cast that looked and acted like they didn't want to be there. The special was universally panned by critics. George Lucas himself had stated that he was unhappy with how it had turned out, and the special was controlled by a network. He didn't have a ton of creative input. It kind of, soured his idea to merge Star Wars with TV because he wouldn't have total control. You'd have executives and networks commercializing it, which he was very much against at that time. And when you see how the holiday special turned out, you can definitely see why. It's like it almost came across as a parody of Star Wars, but lacking actual humor and just overall being a tonally inconsistent mess. And the special has since been swept under the rug, never been released in any official capacity on home video, and the only copies of it in the wild are bootleg recordings and online uploads left in the darkest parts of the internet. But the Star Wars Holiday Special remains as a notorious piece of Star Wars content, bad Star Wars content. But in recent years, bits and pieces of it have been referenced in modern media, which means that people are kind of opening up to the idea that this is something that existed. Whether it was good or bad, we have to acknowledge that it did happen. You can't completely erase it from history. And yeah, I mean, there was an Easter egg in Skeleton Crew recently with the acrobats being on screen. Nice little nod to a piece of the Star Wars Holiday Special there. And if anything, I think it's not a hated piece of media, like some recent developments that fans have not been too happy about. But the Star Wars Holiday Special is more of an embarrassing thing that it serves as a reminder that even the greatest franchises can make bad content in their prime. It does happen. So, if you want to see the Star Wars Holiday Special, you can definitely look online and find it. It's just remember it's 2 hours of your life that you can't get back. Go in with that warning, but that's gonna be it for today. I appreciate you listening. Once again, happy holidays to everybody. Uh, and that's gonna be it. So thanks for watching. Have a good holiday, and may the force be with you. Now let's blow up that like button and go home.